In mental health, which is my expertise, the name most are familiar with is a trigger. This is when something you have a traumatic experience and is haunting you day after day. But as you approach the preliminary emotion, that would be a stress factor.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you for watching another podcast of Coaching to Change. My name is Dr. Aaron P. Bryant, the founder of Mastery in Life and the host of this particular podcast that you are listening to or watching on YouTube. I thank you. This podcast discusses two things. One, improved coaching methods, and two, improved life performance. And the interesting thing is when I do this, both of these topics relate to one thing, you. I am offering you a chance to take control of your life. And I want to show you how to do that because you can do it either by reading my new upcoming book or going to the Facebook page called Mastery in Life Coaching. Either way, you will get insights on what it is you need to do to improve your life in a way that you probably have not even considered before. But I have to apologize. You see, the details are not all there. You cannot learn this method solely by reading the website or even reading my book. You need to contact me or a representative of Mastery in Life and get enrolled in the next upcoming training course. So I apologize. It's just the way it is. It's a little more details, but I hope to meet you soon. But today on this podcast, I have we talk about trauma here. So I have a question. How often do you deal with being stressed? You see, you notice that I focus on the quantity, how often. I'm not asking you about what do you do to stop being stressed. Or I'm not asking you, what do you do to lower your stress level? I'm not even asking about why you get stressed. See, do you understand the difference? We all get stressed regardless of how strong or focused or balanced we are. I mean, we all manage our stress differently, right? But not everyone understands why stress occurs as often as it does. For some, more than others. Now, a coach that you work with should identify who you are as a client to understand what you're capable of. Now, delivering when it comes to your evaluation and your performance, they're going to communicate that. They're going to ask you, what is your threshold? They should ask you, how much can you imagine? What are your limits as it relates to people? Now, the different things of coaching is that I can go on and on because your coach will probably be already doing this. So now most people will tell you to exercise or meditate or sleep, do yoga, all this healthy stuff, right? All this blah, blah, blah. These again are my great recommendations. I have nothing wrong with that. And I assist, they can assist you in managing your stress or minimizing it. But do you not know what you can do to lower the amount of times you get stressed? I mean, the Mastery in Life does. I know, because if you're curious, I recommend you rolling in the training and learn how you can get to the bottom of your reasons and overcome these obstacles you are dealing with. Such things can interrupt your work and your personal life. That is why I asked you. When I was in the military, nothing was more stressing than being in a special ops unit, especially as a private. I mean, I was a specialist, I became a sergeant, and now that I think about it, it was all stressful. But my military unit was called the Rangers. If you know anything about the military or watch any military movies, I'm sure you heard of the Airborne Rangers. Historically, we're, like for instance, the movie Private Ryan Tom Hanks, that little team that went out there, they were Rangers. Nicolas Cage in Con Air, he was considered a Ranger. My favorite author, David Baldacci, he's got a book called The Edge, and he's got a guy in there named Travis Devine. He's a, ex-Ranger according to the book, which, by the way, Mr. Baldacci, you got that one wrong. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. So, Mr. Baldacci, if you're listening, I love your books, but you got that one wrong. Anyway, as a soldier in the Ranger Battalion, specifically as a private, you cannot imagine what stress is like. Every moment you are being harassed, hazed, ridiculed. Some more than others. Like myself, being a black man in this predominantly white special ops unit. Yeah, but that's a whole nother podcast altogether. Now, in the defense of my unit, this was designed to prepare us for combat. So I'm very grateful, because unless you have been shot at, walked down an empty alley, or on a deserted path in Afghanistan, you have no idea the emotional roller coaster of stress and anxiety that you go through. And I tell you, if somebody says exercise, follow a diet, meditate, do some breathing exercises, these are the things you should do. You know what? I have to strongly disagree. Stress is about how you react to change and challenges, and this is general perspective. And there is a wide net. So if there is something more specific that can stress you, okay, that would be considered a stressor. In mental health, which is my expertise, the name most are familiar with is a trigger. I talked about this in one of my previous books, Mental Health. This is when you have a traumatic experience and is haunting you day after day. But as you approach the preliminary emotion, that would be a stress factor. This is the tension, which, as we all know, is just not good. Now, as I say all this, are you picking up on all the common words that you hear? Okay, so as a coach, my responsibility is to teach you how to reach your goals, but doing so without having to be stressed about it. Well, how do we do that? Well, I'm sorry, but that is where Mastery in Life method comes in. Take the training and allow yourself to learn how you can manage or even overcome the factors that will cause you. As a master coach and all that I learned in psychology, I suspect I will be providing many more books with key insights to guide you and educate you. However, if you take the Mastery in Life course, I will give you an autographed book for you to share with your family and friends, and you get intrigued and understand how you have progressed within your own life to achieve goals that you never thought you would achieve, to control things, to be able to take that back. So I say this again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again, hear from you again, and remember, someone is always listening, even if that someone is not me. This is Dr. Bryant. I'll talk to you soon.